Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Apollyon back with Legacy of Discord. I hope you all doing good. So we just got an in-game update today on the 20th of July, and we got one unannounced new game feature which was not announced anywhere. So we are gonna go and check that out first. So without any further ado, let's go and check that feature. And now we got another new game feature which will allow us to get some more rare attributes, and it's called Infusion Weapons. This is a extension of the Divine Blessing, I believe, but as we can see, the first two weapons can give you some more skill damage for the first two weapons, and it will give you critical damage and critical damage reduction as well. And for the second weapon, it will give you total damage and total damage reduction. On the enchant slot or something, we have to learn about that, but we are not gonna go too much into that right now because we don't know about the material. But anyways, and the last two weapons will give you the total damage and total damage reduction, and on the upgrade it will also give you critical damage and critical damage reduction. And this is a new feature we got in the game now, and we can also turn on the appearance as we can see here, but for that we have to activate the weapons, I believe. But anyways, now let's go and check out all the new items that we got with the new game update. We are gonna go and check out the pets first. So we got one new pet today, and it's nothing really that special because it's just a red pet here. No skill, nothing really that special. It just looks like a King Kong here with some extra added armor, and on the activation it gives you some basic stats and damage reduction and extra damage if you can get all the affinities. And nothing really that special about the pet here other than the looks. And now let's go and check out the wing that we got. So I'm gonna say this from the get-go here. This wing here is looking OP. It's gonna be really powerful when it will come to PvP, because when we go and look at the talents, it's just insane. I mean, look at this. Skill attacks have a 25% chance to restore HP equal to 400% of your attack, and that is gonna be some insane HP when you will be using your skills. There is no cooldown written here, there is no cooldown on this skill, so if you can spam some skills, and it has 25% chance of giving you HP back, restore your HP equal to 400% of your attack. So this HP you are gonna feel when you will be using your skill. So this skill, the first skill, is already looking awesome, but it was not enough there. When you go and see that second talent here, basic attacks have a 20% chance to reduce target total damage reduction by 70% for 5 seconds. I mean, this is gonna be insane. No cooldown on the skill, you just have to use basic attack, and each basic attack will have a 20% chance to reduce the target total damage reduction by 70% and for 5 seconds. Just imagine this wing, using this wing in a Skyfall where there is no way for anyone to get total damage and total damage reduction. This wing is gonna murder so many people by just using basic attack, even without any Trinity emblems. You will not need any Conqueror, you won't need any Battle Axe, just this wing with some attack, special attributes, emblems, and you will gonna go there and use your basic attack, and the enemy is gonna go down so fast you will be like, how is even happening? That 70% is gonna be a lot in the Skyfall, especially if you can stack some more total damage and total damage reduction from your mounts, and some of the newer wings like the solar and the other ones that gives you the total damage and total damage reduction, and it's gonna be totally insane in the skyfall and even insane on the ground PvP battle, getting a lot of HP restore on the skills and reducing the total damage reduction of your enemies with your basic attacks. And this wing is gonna be expensive. If not, then you will be lucky to get your hands on this wing. And now let's go and check out the mount that we got with the new game update. So here we have a new gold mount in game. I'm just gonna say this mount is looking really good. I like the looks of this mount. Personally, I'm liking what I see here. When it comes to the looks, I like all those horns or whatever that is, those purple crystals is looking really nice from the front side, but back is okay, could be better, but the front side is looking really good and it's gonna be pretty huge, I guess. Alright, so I was like, why not just go here and check out how big the size of this mount is and take a better look at it and see how it looks in like rear when it will be in game. And I must say it looks pretty good and it's pretty big, especially I like how it looks from the front side and even the side. But now we have to go and see if the skills are any good and if it's even worth getting. So without any further ado, let's go to the skills and check them out. I will be going all the way up to level 30 so we can really review all these skills. So the first skill has 20% chance to be triggered for the next 3 seconds. Heal nearby allies by 20% of their lost HP per second. This effect can only trigger at once 15 seconds. So this skill is basically to heal your allies if they are nearby. Decent but not really that good for yourself. And as for the second skill, let's go all the way to level 30. And 20% chance again to trigger increase skill damage of nearby allies by 20% for 6 seconds. This effect can only trigger once every 15 seconds, again giving some skill damage boost to your allies. Not really that good again, unless it also works for you, which is not written there. And third skill, 20% chance to trigger, again 20% chance to be triggered, reduce skill damage of nearby enemies by 20% for 6 seconds. So just reducing some skill damage of your enemies, that is good, decent, I would say it's not bad, and it has 15% cooldown. And as for the fourth skill, again we will go all the way up to the level 30 and review how that is. And I must say the announcements here are really insane for all the mounts, and you guys must let me know if you went for the mount and got it and for how much. Alright, so the fourth skill, 15% chance to trigger again, become immune to most control effects and other debuffs for 6 seconds. So this skill here on this mount is already making it very tempting to get. The more talents you can get nowadays, which makes you immune to the control effects or some debuffs, is gonna make you much stronger when it will come to when you will come against to fight some other people with the aura effects. So if you can stack up a lot of these talents here which have the control immunity and avoid the debuff negative effect, it will be good. So this mount is gonna be on some people radar now because of this skill only. A lot of people like to add this effect to their character and I am one of them, but it's just not possible for me to get all of these, but I still like to get my hands on these someday in future. And as for the fifth skill, let's go all the way up to level 30 and we have to just make sure we can see it because too many announcements. So Fifth skill, 20% chance again to be triggered. Nearby enemies lose 8% of their current HP per second for 2 seconds. This effect can only triggers every 15 seconds. So enemies around you will have some chance of losing their current 8% HP. It's just like the Oro Ghost effect, so decent but nothing really special. No, nothing really that special. So far I only like the 4 skill for the best. And now let's go and see the 6th skill. Here we have we still have like the Divinity to see how the Divinity is gonna be. So the 6th skill, 20% chance to trigger again. Okay, increase on total damage reduction by 20% for 6 seconds. So basically just increasing your total damage reduction by 20% for 6 seconds, and this effect can only trigger every 10 seconds. Decent. The more buffs like this you can stack up, the more stronger you are gonna be in the Skyfall and the ground battle. So this skill is a big thumbs up from me. This is a good skill, even if it's not too much, but if you can stack up a lot of mounts, you will really feel that difference when your skills will be triggering. And as for the last skill here, just need to make sure we hit the 30 here. A lot of announcements on the screens. Alright, so level 30 again, 20% chance to be triggered. For the next 6 seconds, reduce total damage of nearby enemies by 15% and increase total damage of allies by 15%. This effect can only trigger once every 20 seconds. So not really that good unless your server is really active and you are buffing your allies. Then this mount is gonna be good. But if your server is dead like me, you are always alone and you have to fight everyone yourself, then these ally skills are gonna be totally useless and there will be no use to you unless you are also getting those buffs when they are triggering, which are not written here. So the only skills which I liked on this mount is the tie skill, which give you which reduce the skill damage of enemies, and then there is the fall skill which makes you immune and grow the debuffs, and then there is the 6th skill which increase your total damage. Those are the skills which I liked, and everything else I am not that impressed with. And now let's go and see the Divinity. Let's see how good the Divinity is looking here. So I think this is it. So as for the Divinity, attacks have a 20% chance to deal additional damage equal to 12% of target current HP and restore HP equal to 50% of additional damage. This effect can only trigger once every 45 seconds. So decent Divinity gets you some heal, you deal some extra damage, but then the cooldown is a bit too much. Unless you can deal really big damage and heal really big, this is not gonna be something really good. Unless you can stack up a lot of healing and additional damage buffs, you won't see much big of a difference when you will add this Divinity to your character. So but still decent, not the worst, decent Divinity. The Nitro was a big disappointment when it comes to the skills, but this mount is looking better in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about this mount. In my opinion, the best item that we got with this game update is the new wing. It's gonna be OP, like I said. It's gonna be really good when it comes to the PvP, and a lot of players are gonna go for that. Just you guys see, it's gonna be very expensive for that wing, and there is gonna be a lot of snipers waiting to grab that wing at the end as well. And that was everything from the update, guys. I am signing off now, and I'll see you guys in few hours with the daily guide update. We will be looking at that, but for now I am signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, have fun and take care, guys.